Yeah, that's where the price fits. And this is how we get it. Yeah, you know he robbing his shit.
What's going on, guys? It's Bryce from Fitzrex. I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are ranking all of the tracks on Young Thug's new album, Business is Business. Now, I know there's been a lot of conversations about this album. Some people are feeling it, some people aren't. But listen, bro. This is one of my favorite Young Thug albums and one of my favorite albums of the year. So, we're going to go through ranking the tracks. Now, there are some tracks I honestly really don't like on this album, but there are some tracks that I really like. The highs are really high on this album for me, okay? So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, as you can see here on the screen, I got the full track list right here in chronological order, and we're just going to go through this in chronological order. So, we're just going to start out with the first one, Parade on Cleveland, featuring Drake. Now, this is an interesting song because we got the Drake intro of him singing, we got the little phone call interlude, and then we have Thug at the end snapping, and this is the only track, as far as I am aware, on this album that was actually recorded while Young Thug is in jail. You can kind of hear it in the vocals, that's over phone, but not really. Honestly, it's mixed great, the quality is honestly great considering the circumstances, and the song is hard. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the Drake intro. The more I listen to it, the more I'm getting into it, and this album did come out recently, so as I listen to it more and more, I will start to like more songs, I will start to dislike certain songs. You know, that's how music develops and works. Sometimes people don't realize that, but that's literally how music works. But Parade on Cleveland, I'm feeling like an A on here because I really like Thug's part, and Drake's part was cool too, but it didn't quite blow me away to that S tier. Speaking of S tier, I'm just gonna get right into it because I think this next song is my favorite song in the album. Money on the Dresser. Holy shit, I don't know if it's something about that organ or the way it comes in, but oh my god, it is hard. It just fucking comes in so aggressively, and you know, Thug is just flowing throughout this. This is S, like I just said, this is S. Now coming in Gucci Grocery Bag, this is like the most the most good feeling song in the album. It makes you happy. It makes you want to dance, you know what I'm saying? But it's catchy, bro. Gucci Grocery Bag, Gucci Grocery Bag. It's stupid. It's honestly stupid, but it's songs like this that I like the most, so fuck it, bro. This is another S tier for me. I know. We'll get to some of the tracks. I didn't like the later half of the album as much as I did this first half, so bear with me. Next we got Cars Bring Me Out featuring Future. Now, Young Thuggy is using a deeper vocal inflection on here, kind of to match Future's energy on here. And you know, when Thug and Future come together, it's just gonna be flawless. But I wouldn't quite call this one flawless. I will say, it just doesn't have that like energy that some of these other tracks do. It's a little bit on the more generic side when it comes to a Thug song to me, but I still do enjoy it a lot, okay? It is one of my more favorite songs on the album, all things considered. I'm gonna put this in A. Next we got With the Racks featuring 21 Savage, Travis Scott, and Yak Gotti. Now, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of Travis's verse on here. I think Thug did his fucking thing, 21 did his thing, and even Yak Gotti, I know Yak Gotti was on here for like 16 seconds or some shit, but I actually really like Yak Gotti, and I like the energy he brings. I like his vocal inflection on this track. I think it was actually a great addition to this. But Travis's verse, I wasn't feeling that much. I'm gonna just be honest. Because of that, I'll put it in A. Alright, not quite at that S tier. Next we have Uncle M. This shit is fucking hard, dude. This shit is honestly really fucking hard. He comes in with that aggressive flow that I'm fucking with, and he's talking about like murking people in the streets. What else do you want from a Young Thug song? But I don't think it's quite gonna reach that S tier for me. I'm also gonna put it in A. Alright, I'm also gonna put it in A. I know. We're gonna get down to these lower tiers right now, starting with Abracadabra Thug. Now, I know this was a grail. I know this was a snippet everyone was waiting for and excited for, but listen, bro. I can't be bothered. I don't like this song this much. I really don't like this song this much. I kind of like Travis's verse on here more than I like it on With the Racks, but it does not blow me away. It's more of a whinier Young Thug performance as well, which can be good sometimes, but that's not my favorite in the world. I'm gonna put this in B. I'm gonna honestly put this in B. Speaking of more whinier Young Thug vocal inflections, we got Went Through It. Now, I do think this is a good song, but like I just said, the vocal inflection throughout is not too fun to me, alright? I'll just leave it at that. I do think it's a good song. I like the instrumental actually a lot on here, especially for a Young Thug song. I think it was pretty interesting, pretty unique, but it is what it is. This one's gonna be B for me. Next, we got Oh You Went featuring Drake. This song's incredible, alright? This is just a good feeling song. I think this is like a perfect song for Drake to be on this album. And it's just another one of those Thug Drake classics. Now, I know Parade on Cleveland had Drake on it, but it was pretty much like 2 tracks in one. This one is like one concise, solid track, and I love it. This one's S tier. This one's S tier for me. Next, we got Want Me Dead featuring 21 Savage. Now, 21 Savage had an incredible verse on this. Young Thug did his thing. A little bit of a whiny performance on here, but I will say that it's still really good. The instrumental doesn't really blow me away that much. Something about it is just, it's dark, you know, it's menacing, but the energy isn't where I feel like it needs to be. So I'm gonna put this at A, although I really do like it. Next, we got Hellcat Kenny featuring Lil Uzi Vert, produced by Filthy. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. This shit's fucking hard, dude. This shit is hard. I mean, a really energetic performance. You know, Filthy snapped on the instrumental. Everything about this track is damn near perfect to me. All right, I feel like there's not even much else I need to say about this track because it's that fucking good. S tier. S tier for me. And also, a little bit more of a whiny performance as well. I do like the instrumental a lot on Mad Dog, but Mad Dog here, I'm not crazy on. Okay, I'm not crazy on it. I'm looking at these tracks here. I think it's better than Went Through It. I think it's better than Abracadabra, but I don't know if I'd put it on the level of these. So I'm just gonna put it up in B, all right? Mad Dog's gonna go put it up in B. Next we have Jonesboro. Now, wow, this instrumental for a Thug album is crazy, dude. I mean, Thug has rapped on stuff like this before, but not that frequently, and especially the drop on this beat. There's progression in this beat. Thug is like he's rapping on this track. Young Thug can rap and always has been able to, and this is another example of it. S tier. S tier. Next we got Hoodie featuring BSlime and Gotit. Not a huge fan of this song. I'm not a huge fan of this song at all. I don't like the hook, really. I'm gonna just be honest. I think the features did their thing. I think they were cool, but it just overall, I was very whatever on it. And even looking at these, I think this is deserving of a C. All right, that's deserving of a C in my opinion. I just wasn't feeling it too crazy. And then finally, we have the outro Global Axis featuring Nate Ruess. Now, this is a deep song, this is an impactful song, especially considering Young Thug's current situation being locked up. You know, he talks about, you know, it's kind of about him being locked up. The hook talks about like just being in America, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't like this song at all. This is my least favorite song in the album. I don't even want to sit here and shit on it that much. I just don't like it, you know. The instrumental does kind of change up when Thug comes in and there is a little bit of a bounce to it, but it's just so whatever to me, bro. It's so just... That's a D for me, bro. I'm gonna just be honest, bro. I'm just keeping it all the way honest. Like I said, I dislike the back half of this album more than I liked the front half. But looking at this, I'm happy with this. All right, there are some fucking slappers on here. There are some good songs, and then there are some more mediocre ones, okay? But all around, I do really like this album, and I know looking at this, it may be hard to believe that this is one of my favorite albums of the year, but I'm trying to be fair here, all right? I'm not trying to put everything in A and S just because I think it's good. 2 songs out of a 15-track album that I don't like, you know, that's not that bad. Okay, that's not that bad, but let me know what you guys think about this tier list. Let me know in the comments down below what your tier list would be, and if you want to make your own, this tier list is linked in the description down below so you can check that out. Tweet at me. I want to know what you guys think about the album, but that's about all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you subscribe to the bell so you don't miss any videos, any updates, anything like that. Go in the description. Follow my TikTok, my Spotify, my Twitter, my Instagram. Get that weekly updated New Music Friday playlist. And join my Discord down there too. And yeah, it's been Bryce. Peace.
Come up with that hot shit, all they do is talk shit. You can never stop it, boy, just stop. High-end drunk, all that HD vision. All these other motherfuckers full of indecision. These are going through your city like drug money. Made a meal off rap, fuck drug money. And now you hit me like I got you whatever you need.